Hello, Table Talk community. Welcome back to my channel. I'm on a table talk for today will be OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. And I can provide some of those answers because I shifted into the OCD symptoms later in life. I didn't start early. It's only when the symptoms started to braid themselves together. I was connecting OCD symptoms along with some of the other symptoms that I was having. And I knew that like the OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, I knew it was a mental disorder, but I wanted to get the right definition for it. So I'll put the definition out and then I'll kind of expound on how it operated in my life and how I brought positive practices to that symptom. Because again, we're dealing with the symptom, not the disease. Okay, so obsessive compulsive disorder is a mental disorder whose main symptoms include obsession and compulsion, driving the person to engage in unwanted, oftentimes distressed behaviors or thoughts. It is treated through a combination of psychiatric medications and psychotherapy, which is psychotherapy is talk therapy. Obsessive compulsive disorder is an anxiety disorder. Yes, it is. Characterized by recurrent and disturbing thoughts called obsessions and/or repetitive, ritualized behaviors that the person feels driven to perform, called compulsions. Obsessions can also take the form of intrusive images or unwanted impulses. The majority of people with OCD have both obsessions and compulsions, but a minority, about 20%, have obsessions along with or compulsions alone, so separate, either obsessions or compulsions. The people with OCD usually tries to actively dismiss the obsessions or neutralize them by engaging in compulsions or avoiding situations that trigger them. In most cases, compulsions serve to alleviate anxiety. However, it is not uncommon for the compulsions themselves to cause anxiety. That's my problem, especially when they become very demanding. Now, let's go ahead and open that up for discussion. Shoot me some feedback on OCD, because OCD is different. You can get different stages of OCD. I consider my OCD is probably mild. I consider it mild. But I've been around people's OCD that is very, very aggressive, and if it doesn't get done, they change their mood, and their mood is very aggressive, and they have to, it is like a urgency that I have to do this particular thing. And for some reason, I put myself in debt. My OCD has me in a serious debt situation. I have to purchase something. I have to buy something, and it's in collaboration. Obsessive and compulsive, it's in collaboration with me giving things away. When I give things away, it's brand new. I probably never wore them. And when I stop to realize how bad it is, you only notice it is when your bank account looks like $0 in your bank account, or when you lose a relationship, or you get to the point where you're saying, oh my God, this OCD is taking over. It won't allow me to move forward or backwards until I get these particular things done. When I shop, it's like I'm only shopping is because I want a particular thing. First of all, it places a seed of trouble in your brain. I have to have this picture, and it can't be another picture. It can't be a duplicate. It has to be that picture. So you're chasing. So then you go into the chase mode of running to stores and looking online and trying to see if Wayfair has it and stuff. And you're looking for this particular photo. You don't want to buy anything else but that one. Once you find it, this photo can cost $250, and it doesn't even matter. You don't care if you're spending your rent. You don't care if you have these OCD symptoms. You don't care if you're spending your rent. You don't care if you're spending somebody else's money. You don't care if you're taking credit cards and maxing them out. And first of all, I had to really, once I started doing my self-assessments and started doing my exercises, I started to realize, first of all, OCD plants this seed of destruction in your brain first. It gives you the thought. It says, first of all, you want to put pictures on the wall. That's the goal. That's your assignment. Your assignment is you want to start putting photos on the wall. So then here you go, completing the assignment. You're off to the races. You're trying to find photos. You're trying to find photo frames. You're trying to find matching photos. It has to satisfy you. Now, keep in mind, if it doesn't satisfy you, it doesn't work. Everything is a destruction. It's just everything goes to pot. So it has to satisfy you. So in my bedroom, I have 11 photos on my wall because that urge was to put those photos on the wall. And out of those 11 photos, I had to take pictures, take professional pictures, and then I had to buy professional frames that look right. And all the frames have had to be the same one. If it was not the same one, I will go to another store that has all the frames. I needed 14 frames to satisfy my need. And when you're in the chase, you're not thinking about the consequences. You're not thinking about the aftermath. And I'm going to tell you something about the aftermath. The aftermath will set you in a depressive stage. It'll shift you right. Because now I have spent over $150. And that $150 was important bill money. It was important money for the children. It was money that I should have given. I should have paid somebody. I should have did something responsible with the money, but I didn't. I went out and did photos because I had to get that urgency and that compulsiveness off of me. So now I don't have the money. So what do I do now that I'm in the aftermath of OCD? I'm in the aftermath of the OCD symptoms now. I'm telling this person I don't have the money, and I spent the money, and I can't pay you, So then my downfall is that person says, well, I don't want to wait. I'm going to go ahead and put your bill into collections, and I'm going to mess up your credit. Now, that hurts me so bad because I care a lot about my credit. That hurts me so bad to the point where it shifts me into a depressive stage. So now I'm sad. I'm broke, and I have a beautiful wall now. My pictures on the wall is pristine, but I didn't do that. I did that irresponsibly. And that's when I talk about behaving irresponsibly. Mental illness itself, its assignment is to get you to destroy yourself and or others. There's not going to be a chance where you see me walking hand in hand with bipolar 1 and I'm saying, oh, me and bipolar 1 just love each other. We're so at peace with each other. No, bipolar 1 doesn't like me, and I don't like bipolar 1. OCD don't like me, and I don't like OCD. Because the end result of OCD is it makes you behave irresponsibly. So now that I know I have to be careful, because that impulse comes and goes just like the wind. You can have it'll blow in and give you bad behavior, and then it'll blow right on out and go to the next party. So I have to start saying to myself, what am I accountable for? Me, the person. What am I accountable for? I'm accountable for the things that I do. So if I'm accountable for the things that I do, these impulses cannot be my boss. OCD, you cannot be my boss. So, and when I get those urges and those behaviors and stuff like that, I get into the shopping. I'm a shopaholic. I start shopping for stuff I don't even need or I don't even know how to use. I turn around and I rebox it up and I send it back. I said, as soon as that impulsiveness leaves my body and it leaves my mind, clarity comes back, and I'm going to rebox that product up, and I'm going to send it right back to the buyer, the seller, because I know what it means for me. We're going to have, I'm at a point now where I just want to start talking about all the positive practices that we can fight against those symptoms. We don't have to let those symptoms take over. We don't have to let those symptoms be the boss of how our lives are lived. And we can thrive and not be chained to a pile of symptoms, because we know how to do it now. We know how to apply positive practices and execute them. We got to have that team together. Positive practices and execution. And once I realized how bad OCD, at first when you hear OCD, you think of a person, she's just cleaning up the house aggressively. She's just cleaning up the house. No, OCD is bad to have. That compulsive disorder is dangerous. And you can speak to it as it's dangerous for a relationship too, because the OCD compulsive disorder will have you wanting a particular thing out of a relationship, and that that person's probably saying, I can't provide that. I can't provide that, or either you're making the relationship too strenuous. You can make a relationship too strenuous with your OCD behavior. So definitely, symptoms. Let's pay attention to those symptoms. Go ahead and reach out to the Table Talk community and get a conversation going on OCD on your end and how you apply positive antidotes to your symptoms. And let's beat it. Let's beat it, because finances is not just it's not just a problem. It's relationships. Relationships is a problem. And you can go take this OCD compulsive behavior to your job, and it can be dangerous. You can lose your job because you won't bring your OCD symptoms under a positive antidote umbrella. So that's what we're doing going forward. We're no longer saying, oh, I don't know how to fix this. We're more of, now I got the antidote to fix this, and I'm going to share it with the community so everybody can have a positive practice. Now, some of the OCD world, when you're in the OCD world, sometimes you think, people say it's good to have, I'm good. I like to have that high energy, heart racing symptom. I love having that because, I get things done. Well, you don't need OCD to help you get it done. Why don't you just get it done? When you think about it, when you have those kind of arguments in your household, I need to clean. I have to clean. There's no doubt about it. I have to clean. Okay, I have to go shopping. I have to go shopping. I'm sorry. If I don't shop, we don't eat. So don't let OCD symptoms be that catalyst of you saying, oh, I get things done when I'm OCD. I'm like, no. You get things done, but it's going to push you over the edge to the point where it'll be an overdose, and we don't want you to overdose. That's not what we're doing. We're doing positive practices. So until next time, stay healthy.